it. We have it in writing.
Forum for African Women Educationalists, a Pan-African non-government organization with an objective of ensuring that marginalized and disadvantaged girls get an opportunity to access decent education, has joined the campaign launched by the First Lady in December last year to fight defilement, teenage pregnancy and promote responsible parenting, codenamed Protect the Girl, Save the Nation.
Also, together with the gender unit of the Ministry of Education, been able to disseminate the guidelines on the role of senior women and senior male teachers, as well as that on the prevention and management of teenage pregnancies and re-entry of young mothers into school settings. We have also consciously raised awareness on the prevention of violence against children, promoting positive parenting, and Go Back to School campaign.
As they celebrate 25 years of service in Uganda, FAWE has provided over 8,000 scholarships and advocated for re-entry guidelines for teenage pregnant girls in schools to ensure that they create a conducive environment for children at school.
Moja requires affirmative action in terms of education. According to them, they thought that cattle was their challenge. However, they realized that the challenge is more education, the lack of education. They say that because the young people spend so much time at home, they are inculcated into practices that are not friendly, that are not supportive of the well-being of the young people.
Government, through the Ministry of Education and Sports, has pledged to support the ongoing campaign of FAWE, dubbed Send a Vulnerable Girl to School. The Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, however, attributes the problem of teenage pregnancy to environment characterized by lack of moral conscience and overwhelming influences of unregulated internet and social media.
I would, however, like to focus on one major underlying factor behind these statistics: our parental role in the family and societal setting, which, if handled well, could have abated many of these tragedies that befell our children. As parents and members of society, each one of us has a God-given responsibility to protect children from exposure to evil and exploitation which bombard them in every sphere of life, especially in this season. Parents and responsible citizens to embrace this God-given mandate and create an enabling family and community environment which protects children from, among other things, sexual immorality and this digital age which exposes them to a wide variety of evils.
The Irish ambassador to Uganda, His Excellency Kevin Colgan, said affirmative action to re-enroll and keep girls in school should be prioritized.
We will also need to prioritize the psychosocial well-being of children, especially those who have experienced the trauma of being child mothers. We must also, even more than before, promote the universal right to education by encouraging teenage mothers to return to school. Girls who become mothers during the pandemic must be offered the necessary support to do so without stigma, judgment or discrimination.
As FAWE furthers the agenda of girls, the key inputs in education and protection include dealing with negative social norms resulting from patriarchy in society and enforcement of policies that enhance dignity for girls. I'm Nafka Farida.